Hi everyone. I shouldn't be saying this, but I have trained some of my followers here in my private training. So I feel I should drop this kind of video so it can help them in their soap making. In terms of making profit in your soap making, there are so many things to put in consideration in soap production or soap making. Firstly, the type of soap you are making determines the profits you are going to make. Without doing a proper training about it, it is not going to work out for you. So there are some soaps you produce for your home use, that is DIY soap making, and there are the ones that you produce for sales. Guys, please don't forget to like and share this video. Liking this video will go a long way. It will encourage me to know that you like this video and I should do more of it. Let's continue. There's this one called profit making in commercial laundry bar soap that I have taught a lot of people, especially on YouTube. There are some soaps you produce with less oil. It will give you huge number of soaps for sales. Okay, if you are into soap making, you already know that palm kernel oils, coconut oil, and other oils are expensive now. You have to blend with other oils such as fiber oils. You go to those places, fiber oils are palm oil, a sludge palm oil. So you go get tallow oil too. You get tallow oil in a butcher house or a meat store. That is where you're going to get tallow. You can't just go and buy tallow. You must buy something like fat. Let me explain it very well. You buy fat, you extract it. I have a video where I posted on how to render fat and get the oil out. So maybe you can check the videos. I have it in all my platforms, so you have to go and check it and know how to render fat so you can blend it with PKO. There are some formulas you produce with less oil and blend with PKO or the sludge oil. The sludge oil, you get it in the place they produce palm oil. Palm oil have two grades. They have the one they call the normal palm oil, the one they call normal palm oil, and the one they call sludge palm oil. So you get the sludge palm oil. I think it's cheap now, so you get it and make use of it. You can also bleach it. I also have a video on how to bleach palm oil, so you check the video and use it to bleach your oil. In terms of palm kernel oil, they have two types, about three types. Okay, they have normal palm kernel oil that is neat, and they also have palm kernel sludge oil, which is two types. They have the one that is not dark in color and the one that is very, very dark in color. The one that is very, very dark in color, people normally use it. They use it to blend oil for brown soap. You know that brown soap, dirty oils determines your brown soap. Okay, if you are making a brown soap, where you're going to concentrate is on the color of the oils. That is number one thing that you are supposed to do. So brown soap. Okay, so like I told you guys that the brown soap determines with the oils that you are using. So if you're making a brown soap, I will advise you, and you really want to make a profit there, I will advise you to go for the sludge oil. Maybe you go for the tallow oil. Buy the tallow oil. You don't just buy tallow oil, you have to extract it by yourself, or you buy from, I have someone that sells it, so I can also help you with her contact. When you get the tallow oil, you blend with palm kernel sludge. They have two types of palm kernel sludge. So either you mix it with the darker one to get your brown soap, or you go for the fiber bread palm oil. Okay, you can also mix it with just a normal PKO. I shouldn't be saying all these things here, but I have to say it because of my followers that have come to me directly. Okay, let me just say it on behalf of them. Okay, and make sure you support my video and say thank you. That's the only thing I need from you guys. Another thing you need to consider in your soap productions if you want to make profit is your location. I'm supposed to give you two examples. Let me start with one example of it. Here in Lagos, I buy my oil at least maximum of 2,000 naira. Doesn't mean that others doesn't sell bigger prices. Okay, I also see people that sells 2,500 to 3,500, both in other states. I also see people that always tell me in the comment section that they buy their oil cheap, such as 800 and something naira. I think that I think I saw one of the comments, and one said that she normally buys 1,800 naira. This is more than, I think, more than $1 here in Nigeria. 118 naira. I think dollar should be around 1,500 naira. So this is more than $1 and some cents per liter. So if you're buying your oils at cheap rates, you are assured that you are going to make profit. Sometimes they don't have persistent price of those oils, but it's not going to affect that much. Okay, so another example of the locations I mentioned is that it determines how much you sell your soap. If you are living in an area where their buying power is low, it also means that you are going to reduce the price of the soap to suit their buying power. So I will advise you to check your area to know what is going to move there before you can venture into soap making. You know, this location of a thing, I'm referring to people that lives in urban and rural area. Let's start with people that lives in an urban area. Okay, there's this soap they call soda soap. I don't know whether any of you know the one they call soda soap that is always poured in a cup, and some people do mold it round. There are some places you will take this soap to and they won't value it, while there are some places you will take it to, they will prefer it because it's affordable. So do a proper check in your area and know what is going on there before you venture into this soap making. That is how you're going to make profit, because some people do value quality things while some people do value cheap things. So that is it. So another thing to consider is for you to know your chemicals. You have to know your chemicals. Sometimes I go to a chemical store to purchase chemicals and I see some individuals buying soap chemicals, and they will mention multipurpose soap. For example, they will mention multipurpose soap and those sellers will not tell them the truth. I will see a lot of them buying SLS, Texapone, Sophonic and foam booster in one particular soap. How do you expect to make profit when you added about how many foam boosters? About 4. At least 2 foam booster can give you, it can still give you a very quality soap. Okay, it determines the formula that you are using. It determines the formula that you are using. If you are making use of salt, you don't need to add too much of salt. You don't need to add too much of salt because it's going to seize the foaming power. Secondly, if you are making a bar soap and you want to, in fact, I see a lot. Some of them will buy kernel oil and they will still buy foam booster. You don't need any foam booster at all if you are making use of just palm kernel oil, unless maybe you want to add a hard oil such as tallow oil or palm kernel or palm oil. That is when you need a foam booster. One thing about palm kernel oil is that when you use it, you don't need a foam booster, but your soap is not going to last long unless you add hard oil. I'm trying to summarize all these things I'm saying here. I have a lot to say. If you want me to train you, just use this number I put here on the screen to contact me and I'm going to give you a proper training. Just considering this video not to be long. So it is when you want to blend the PKO and the tallow oil or palm kernel oil, that is when you need a foam booster, or you want to just make use of just normal hard oils, that is when you need a foam booster. Lastly, if you want to make profit in your soap making, just go to a butcher house or a meat store and get a fat. Buy fat from them and you extract it. They have a video on how to do that. You extract the fat, blend with PKO or coconut oil to make your soap. Then you can also buy your oils in drums or look for someone to share it with. But if you're in Lagos, I can help you to look for someone that can share with you. There are so many things to say, but I have to make this video short. Okay, I don't need to make it too long. So thank you guys for watching. If you want a training, use this number on the screen to contact me, and bye.